Number 6, record review. Lostboys.
Okay.
Lost and Found. Now, you've been, you hit me up at the middle of the last week of the first of the month about this.
I think I played this on the way back last time I was in town.
That's what got the wheels rolling?
Yeah. Which I don't know what set me down that path, but... Because it wasn't on Spotify for a long time.
Oh, it made it on there?
Yeah.
Dude. Record cover gets a 8 from me.
Yeah, I'm going to give the album cover an 8. Is there a link here that shows the back?
Let's see.
Because I remember inside the CD cover it had like a solo picture of all 5 of the guys looking sexy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yep. Got their old close-ups done. Shot down there to Olin Mills. You know, the close-ups. Powdered faces.
Foxy guys, according to Bill Gazzari.
Well, that's because they were bringing all the girls around.
Yeah.
They're the next Van Halen. Wait, that's Odin.
Same thing.
So this is Randy O from Odin. And Jeff Duncan from...
He was also in Odin, right?
Odin.
And the bass
Armored
player, Aaron, whatever his last name is, he was also in Odin. So it was essentially Odin, dude.
They just went sideways with it? Or lateral?
Well, I don't...
Lateral, it's a better word.
Yeah, I don't know who Odin had playing drums. Or if they were just... And they were just a 4-piece at the time, so... So they had Sean Duncan playing drums.
Which is Jeff's brother, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Jeff Duncan on guitar.
Yeah.
Did he end up later in Armored Saint?
Yes.
So he wasn't on the first.
No,
this would have been conflicting completely.
Yeah, I want to say he was in Armored Saint around the time of... what was the one they put out in the early 90s?
Raising Fear?
No,
Before that?
That was still in the 80s.
Saints Will Conquer?
Anyway. Another time, another place, right? So...
Yeah, so...
this band was essentially Odin, but they added a new drummer and a second guitar player.
Weren't you saying I'd love to know how... Yeah,
Symbol
me
of
too.
Salvation. There you go.
That's the
Armored
one.
Saint, Symbol of Salvation.
That's the one Dee's always talking about, right?
Yeah. Loves it.
Yeah, like you said, it would be nice to know how that came together.
Yeah.
Because the dissolving of Odin, and then basically Odin guys, let's do this, Lostboys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I think the cover's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think those are good shots of the band. The front cover's cool.
It's got Randy O on there.
Looking kind of vampire-ish.
It's looking very UK.
Yeah.
You know, late 80s goth looking guy, like Fields the Neff or Sisters of Mercy.
Right.
Not quite there.
Right.
But moving that direction.
Yeah.
What was the name of Billy Duffy's band too before the Cult?
Theater of Hate.
Yeah, a little bit of that too.
Yeah.
So they look cool. Love that cover. So I'm going to 8 on that. And the logo is definitely a big part of that.
Because of the low budget quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah, I'll do 8 on that.
I'll do 8.
Now, Cryin Out we just watched that video.
And that's that's a good video.
It's a good video, man. It's a good song.
Yeah.
And I can't believe it took him 3 minutes to get his shirt off, but you know what I mean? Usually guys
just building that anticipation.
Come in with it off, you know?
It's keeping it sexy.
Shirtless
We're moving
guys.
slow.
It's the era of the shirtless guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Know? So
we should bring that back.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to the gym for a year at least. Yeah, we got Cryin Out, which is a great song. Right on Track was good.
Great song. Now, I think I mentioned earlier, this was the album that Matt from House of Music said, oh, it sounds like so-and-so but drunk, which I thought, Anyway, Lonely Man, he sounds like he's had a few drinks.
Is that the one that's the slower blues?
Lonely Man.
Is it? Tom Waits?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And that really is a curveball after the first two.
It's a good song, though.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think it's a great song.
Yeah. It's cool, but it's just a curveball
Yeah.
for what you think that you are hearing.
Especially vocally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Cool Me Down with the Senorita?
No,
funky?
that Cool Me Down is really high tempo.
Yeah.
Cool me down. Cool me down.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Lost and Found. Maybe that's the song. No, it's Seaside
Senorita's
Lover.
Flying Free. Seaside Lover's kind of that bluesy shuffle
Seaside
thing.
Lover. I was listening to it, and I didn't look at the title of the name, and I was listening to them sing it, and are they singing Seaside Lover?
Yeah.
Seaside Lover, dude.
It's no 12 o'clock high.
What is? Sandy Beach Center.
Love is a dangerous game.
It is. Games are a dangerous love.
Yeah.
So, okay, so Seaside Lover is not that. You're saying Flying Free is the
that's one where it goes all
Senorita.
flamenco, funky. Yeah.
Yeah, so they mix it up here. They take you over here and over there. It's got a couple of ballads on there, right? Misery.
Yes.
And in the middle, starts off, I think, a little slow and then kicks in. Is that right?
I will
or was that
say-
Boulevard? I can't remember.
I'm getting them confused right now, which is funny. I listened to it again coming in.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with it, but I've listened to it a couple of times.
I think the second
lately.
half of this starts to lose steam, but I like the last two songs a lot. Shot Song and Misery,
Yeah.
which I think, Misery, it's about suicide, right? It is,
Probably.
yeah. Why do I always try and take my life? Which you think back to The Decline. Do you
Yeah.
remember he talked about that, being suicidal?
He did, didn't he?
Yeah. So he's kind of ahead of his time. That didn't get popular until the 90s, right?
Right.
Randy O ahead of the curve.
Man, that was a strange movie.
That was.
Because you were such on a high of that reckless, just party time music.
Yeah.
And then Penelope Spears just went in there and took the dark side and pulled it out and showed it to you. It was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. But like Gazzari's was he was helping them out. And,
Yeah.
they got a deal. I mean, this album was on Atlantic Records, which is a huge company compared to Odin didn't have a big deal like that,
No.
as far as I could see.
Yeah.
But it's a cool record. I mean, and then I wasn't super familiar with it. I told you that I'd listened to Odin, and you said, had you ever listened to Lostboys? I was like, no. So I checked it out, and then as you brought it up last week, and I started listening to it, and that's when I shot over and found that vinyl.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
€6, something like that. $5 shipped, so like $13. So yeah, I really like it. I think it's a really good record.
I love the record. Like I said, I think it loses steam, like tracks 7, 8, and 9. But I think it's fucking. I remember at the time when it came out, and I picked it up. I played the shit out of it.
Did you?
I did. And this was probably about the same time I was getting Alice in Chains
Right.
facelift. Yeah. It's kind of branching out a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, do I give it an 8 or a 7? I'm leaning a little more 7.
I'd go 7.5.
Yeah, I think I'll do
What I'd give
7
it overall.
8 on the cover for me.
I think it's worth checking out if you liked, that music, late 80s.
And like you and I were just Wild Side. We're getting Wild Side vibes on a lot of this.
Mm-hmm.
Which Wild Side was 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of the same.
Yep.
Although Wild Side stays with his vocal style.
Yeah,
And
Randy O mixes it up quite a bit because he does the screechy thing, he does the bourbon blues thing, but then he also sings a little lower register, and he sounds pretty good in that range.
Yeah. He definitely, from listening to the Odin stuff, that guy has quite a bit of range. He can get way
Yeah,
all over the place.
yeah. So, does it work as a record? Should
Yes.
it have been an EP or?
No. That's a difficult one to answer because you already know it as a record. So.
Well, I just think if I didn't like half the record, they should just put out the 5 songs.
Oh, that's a good criteria.
So,
Yeah.
it's like if side 2 sucked or whatever altogether.
Yeah. It's got like 3 or 4 really songs that are cool.
Because eventually, I'm sure we will review records where there's maybe 1 or 2 good songs, and that's it.
So like Theater of Pain should have been a single
Probably. Yeah.
or a shelf.
Or maybe just produced correctly. I don't know. Everything sounds wrong about it.
I hate to change it up, but what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there one song on there that?
I don't know. Here's the thing about Theater of Pain.
Tangents.
Part of me still likes it because I made myself kind of like it.
Yeah.
But now I can listen back going, yeah, this is not good.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But coming off a Shadow of the Dead. Anyway.
Yeah, right.
The band.
Here we go.
We'll review that another time, too. Yeah, I dig this. So it should have been a record, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I have a lot of fun with it. It, fits in with the records of the times.
Yeah.
90. And
Yeah, it was definitely the last years of stuff like this.
yeah.
Tail end of everything.
Yes.
Like I said, I wondered if Atlantic maybe picked up Odin, just said, hey, we got to cool this up a little bit. So let's go with a different name.
That's a good
We're
point.
going to throw it out.
If you're going to sign this Atlantic deal, which is a huge deal,
Yeah.
we don't want the name Odin.
Yeah.
We start getting it.
We're going to give you
more-
guys a vampire vibe. We're going to do this and that. And maybe Atlantic gets one big last paycheck out of this genre, right?
That's exactly what it is.
So,
Because in my mind, I had it that I forgot he was already in Odin because I kept thinking of Armored Saint.
okay.
The Sandoval brothers were in.
Yes.
But I'm mixing Duncan in there when I shouldn't. He came later.
Yeah.
He was Odin. That was Odin. That's what happened. Absolutely.
Which Symbol of Salvation, I think that was 91. So this probably did nothing, dissolved. Everyone moved on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds right. So this definitely is Odin. That makes sense. This is the second Odin record that they made him just kind of change their names.
Randy O, if you're out there, shoot us a message. Let us know what happened. I'm
Yeah, man.
sure he's tuned in.
I love Don't Take for No for an Answer. I listened to crap out of that when I was younger.
Yeah.
On the cassette.
Cool. Yeah, I never really... Yeah, Odin was not on my radar until the movie. So
Yeah, they were very obscure. There was only one cassette at... Well, you had that place, though, that you would go to, which he got a lot of obscure stuff in.
But it was all major label stuff, though, that he got in.
Okay.
It wasn't... Yeah, because, the Odin stuff was independently released, right? Or
Yeah.
Or indie labels, right?
Yeah. We had this place here called Raspberry Records
I remember that.
over there. So
Yeah.
you go, the counter would be like this, and they had wood racks behind them, and all the tapes were spines out.
Okay.
So, wish we had video now, but you're
It's straining.
squinting to look over the counter to just try to look at titles to see if something looks cool. So anything that wasn't some name like Phil Collins or, Lionel Richie or something. Odin, what's that? Let me see that. You take a look at it, look at the cover, you look at the guys. All right.
It's like metal, right?
Yeah, I'll take a chance with this.
Yeah.
And it was an EP, so it was a little cheaper than everything else.
Okay, yeah.
So, but that's, I believe, how I got it. And it was lots of fun.
Magical.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, everybody check out Lostboys.
Lost and Found.
1990. I think you can still get the, I just got the vinyl. There's used ones out there.
Yeah, and the album is on Spotify now, so I would assume it's on everything else as well.
CDs will probably be out there. I don't think there's any.
Yeah, saw some CDs. I saw some cassettes for sale.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Pretty cheap?
There's
no
I
reissue.
don't recall the pricing, but
Vinyls, mid-level. Nothing stateside right now on Discogs we're talking. But the CDs are probably around, and you said you saw cassettes, so
yeah.
you can still get it. And I'm sure plenty of it's on YouTube you can listen to.
Sure.
Oh, and Spotify, you said.
Yep.
So, all right, thank you. Record review number 6.
Still taking requests.